Hello everyone. For those who do not know me, I am State Representative Lee Hein, and I am running for re-election in the newly formed House District 66. I'm sitting here in my soybean planting tractor trying to wrap up the planning for the 2022 season, but thought I should take a few minutes to get some things off my chest, as you might say. There's a Des Moines special interest group that has entered into this race. They've got deep pockets, and they are distorting my conservative record in order to tip the scales in this race towards my opponent. And like I said, that's why I thought it was that I take a few minutes to come and go directly to you to discuss this and to set the record straight. I am very proud of my pro-life voting record. Long before my opponent ever considered to run for the Iowa House, I was taking votes, numerous votes, to defund Planned Parenthood and to eliminate taxpayer funds that were used for abortions. In 2014, I voted to prohibit telemed abortions. In 2017, I voted, and it was passed, that there would be no abortions after 20 weeks. I believe in 2019, I voted for a 72-hour waiting period that was struck down by the Iowa Supreme Court. And then again in 2019 or 2020, I supported a 24-hour waiting period. So again and again, I have come down on the side of life. But for reasons that were very deep and personal to my family and I could not support a couple pieces of legislation. My daughter and her husband got the gut-wrenching news at the first ultrasound of their second child that child would not survive birth. They did multiple testings to confirm that, and the news was not good. So, like I said, I have been very honest and open with my constituents as to why and how I voted, or why I voted against those pieces of legislation. When my daughter and I went public with her experience, many constituents reached out to me to share similar stories, stories that they had not often shared with others, but were thankful that our family had came out and discussed the issue. Like many of these issues down in Des Moines, most are not always the black and white for every person. In my times in the Iowa House, over a decade of taking pro-life votes, many more votes than my opponent has taken, but still these special interest groups who are supporting him come out and attack me. So you see, I'm not beholden to special interest groups, to lobbyists, or even primary opponents. And that's why they've set their sights on me. So I have 100% of the time support and work on behalf of the constituents in Jones and Jackson County, and will continue to do that. So while I have had your backs in voting not only for life, but also for family values, for pro-Second Amendment, for pro-farmer, and most of all, supporting the largest tax cut in Iowa history, I humbly ask you now to have my back and support me in the June 7th primary. I will not let you down.